We've been live.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
Kelly's done that to me.
Yeah, she has.
Do I sound okay? How do I sound?
Hello, I believe we're live.
Message.
That's the cue.
Hello,
Oh, I
hello.
should turn my volume down. Haha. All right.
There. All right. I was getting all situated
Live
with my
chat.
situation.
With your situation.
My situation.
Okay. Well, I should probably start the stream. Well, since we started the stream, I should probably start the episode. Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Talk Animated Me podcast. As always, I'm your host, Marc Selby. And joining me today are our other wonderful hosts.
Krista.
Daisy.
Hey! Immunity couldn't make it. I think he's on a business trip. He had to take a flight out, so he wasn't able to make it today. But we are going to review for you episode 20, Ouran Academy Host Club, and the movie Night on the Galactic Railroad. Yay! So
Let's just jump into it.
Ouran Host Club is a reverse harem anime where the main character is female and all the love interests are boys. It is one of my favorite reverse harems. It is so good. And allow us to regale you with our thoughts on it.
All right.
You guys can go
Ender.
first.
Ender's here.
Hey, Ender.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
So we always just launch into it, and then we all go on rants, and then it's question time. And the first question's always answered, which is, what do we feel going into this anime? Which sucks. Because really, we've seen this anime. We've all seen it, except for
Oh,
Immunity.
yeah. We've all seen this in the
And
past.
Immunity has
Yeah.
not.
Oh, no. And he's not here. No, he was
Right.
going to be the new fresh take.
I know.
Bullshit.
I'm upset about it.
Well,
I
that's
know
a
he
shame.
liked it, for the most part.
Yeah, we have his thoughts on it.
Yeah.
Why is my table squeaking so actively at the moment?
I can't
Sorry.
hear it until you
Okay,
say something.
that's fine. Well, I'm not going to point it out anymore. I'm just not going to touch it.
Hey, why is your desk so squeaky?
Shit.
Damn it.
Oh, man. What a trip down, like, memory lane.
I know.
I mean, it's hard for me to say that because I rewatch the show like every 6 months or so.
No.
Whenever I'm bored, I don't have any interest in any of the new animes out. I guess I'll rewatch Ouran Host Club. That's always good for a laugh.
You know, it's really funny that you say that because when you picked it, I was like, you know, I have a feeling that this isn't going to hold up, you know, over time with me. And I had a feeling that I wasn't going to like it like this time. And I immediately, when I first started the first episode, I was like, no, I'm wrong. I'm going to like this. And I was like, I'm going to watch it in English. And I thought I was going to hate it. It's not great, but it's not unenjoyable in English, I would say.
I
The
stopped
intro,
watching it in English.
though,
Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
that dubbed intro, that's something else, let me tell you. That's some four kids trash right there.
Yeah,
But
shit.
I don't know. I actually liked it, and it's really funny because the first thing I thought, don't get mad at me. The first thing that I thought when I started it over was, oh my god, Haruhi reminds me so much of Daisy. And I was just laughing so hard about it. She's just like, I don't understand, like, all these people was like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh my god, this is just Daisy.
Yeah, it's me. It's actually an anime made about me.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god. And then it's
Goddamn
just
rich
funny
people.
because you cosplayed her like forever ago, and I just thought it was funny, and it was just making me laugh the whole time.
Oh, man. So did you watch in English, like, the whole way?
I did. It's dedicated.
I don't know. I didn't, like, when I first watched it, I watched it in English, but this time I watched it in Japanese, and I didn't.
Same.
Yeah.
I had personal reasons for watching it in Japanese, but
It's better in Japanese. I'm not
Yes.
gonna lie. But that's how I'd always seen it, you know, because that's how, like, I was pretty
This was my
persnickety
first
when I
time
was
seeing it
in
in
college, and I
Japanese.
wouldn't watch anything in English, so I didn't, I'd never seen it in English before.
There's a controversial reason why not wanting it in English.
Oh, why's that?
Oh, you didn't see that? Oh no, that's right. You didn't have Twitter for a minute.
Oh no, what?
So the king, what's his fucking name?
Tamaki.
Tamaki, thank you.
Yes.
Tamaki's voice actor, Vic Magnolia.
Oh, Vic
Joseph
Mangina?
He just got fucked in court for like not necessarily sexual assault, but like
I saw like a few things about this so long ago. What?
Yeah, there's a huge controversy online right now with it. Well, there's like,
oh my god!
There's two huge groups of Kick Vic or I Stand with Vic, and of course they're all toxic.
Oh my god! So wait, can we talk about this for just like half a second? We don't have to like dive into it, but I remember when this all like started, and all these people were like, people don't know him, he's not like that, and all these other people were like, he's totally like that. I just want to say, from a totally unbiased outside perspective, he had a reputation not just with convention goers, but with voice actors that he would hang out with, that he was like that. Yeah. And like, I had a friend, and I'm not going to name it, but I had a friend who was like a really like super low time, but he was a voice actor, and he like met him and like hung out with him, and he was like, yeah, dude, he's kind of a creep. And like my friend was also kind of a creep, so he was like, no, this guy's super creep. And I was like, oh, and he used to call him Vic Mangina. but like I was seeing like all these posts, people like, he's not like that, and I'm like, I mean, I don't know, I have no idea personally, but like I just remember that he did have that reputation, you know, and I would go to conventions that he was a guest at pretty regularly, you know, so
there was like 3 or 4 women that came forward and were like, yeah, he's done some shady shit with us. And,
I remember being at a convention and he was there. I think it was MegaCon.
Probably.
And everyone was lining up to like go talk to him, and I tried to say hi, and he was just like the biggest asshole. And I was like, all right, I'm put off.
Some people think he's like the nicest guy too, so I don't even understand. Is he just like he must be just different with different people. He just picks the people that he knows are going to eat up his bullshit, and he's just super nice to them, I bet, you know?
It's because I wasn't a super kawaii little teenager.
Yeah. Man, I've never even met him, so I have no fucking idea. Same. I'm just saying, these are the things that I heard, and, you know, super unbiased perspective, he has a rep. So, I'm saying. That's crazy. I didn't even know he went to court and all that. That's insane.
Oh, yeah, it's insane. Like, he countersued for defamation, and all his shit got denied, and they told him he was a piece of shit. And,
oh, no!
Oh, dude, it's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing.
Wow, I'm going to look at this later.
I have activities for later.
Well, just like... No, I'm just kidding.
But then I'm like looking at his fucking... like his sheet, like of what he's done, voice acting wise. I'm like, holy fuck, that's a lot of characters I gotta start watching in Japanese.
Yeah, I think he was like, Edward in Full Metal, right? Yep.
Hold on,
let me see if I fell in love with him, and then he turned out to be an asshole. Now he's a creep.
Now he's been outed as a creep. Okay, here we go. Oh my god, he's been in so much shit. Oh my god.
I'm just laughing at Tamaki, or at Tamaki's character, and then him.
Shit.
And I'm just like, wow, the character was made for him. He's a creep.
Oh no.
Yeah. Honestly, though, I kind of love Tamaki.
Like a little bit, right?
Like towards the end of it, I was like, all right, I love him.
I think that might be a good point to just jump in with our favorite characters.
Ooh, I guess I said it first. I'll go for it.
Yeah.
Well, it was like, I got reminded of, you know, I originally went to this, like, loving Haruhi because, you know, just like you said, Krista, I'm just her.
You are, man.
But it's towards the end where you learn about, like, all the crap that Tamaki has to deal with. Like, his grandmother is just, like, the worst to him, and she's like, don't touch me. They tried to, like, arrange this marriage for him. Yeah. They made his mother disappear.
So crazy.
Yeah.
I feel like it gets so real, like, right at the end. And I want it to continue. Why doesn't it?
See, that's weird because it stops halfway through the manga.
That's what I heard. That's so stupid.
Immunity didn't really have a favorite character. He liked the twins. You couldn't choose between the twins.
They're pretty great.
They are pretty great. He loves
my
the
favorite.
dynamic. He loves the dynamic of how they grew up together, but they're also trying to be separate from each other while still trying to hold on to each other. Like,
Yeah.
that it was a very good like duality moment.
Let's just
Yeah.
dye one here pink, one blue. Done.
Yeah.
I'll
Done.
Now they'll never know.
never know.
They just forget who's who. Still, I really like them too. They're almost my favorite, but I like Kyoya more. I think he's my.
That's my favorite too.
Yay!
Always been my favorite.
And who's the girl that screams a lot? What's her name?
Renge?
Renge. Yeah,
Renge.
her too. Always
Yeah.
gotta love her, man.
What about Haruhi's dad?
God.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's Tamaki for me just because of the character development by the end. It's just like, oh, here we go.
I didn't realize for our one viewer here, Ender, I didn't explain what the show's actually about.
Oh no, do it.
The main girl, Haruhi, she is trying to find a place to study in this elite, elaborate school for rich kids, and she's not very rich, and accidentally stumbles upon a host club. If you don't know what a host club is, Google that shit.
It's where you pay people money to hang out with you and say nice things to
Pretty
you.
much, yeah.
And have like food. I've been to one in Japan.
Nice.
It was a maid cafe. It's a little different.
Oh,
Close
okay.
enough.
But
Same thing.
she gets flustered, knocks over some priceless vase, and basically gets. They think she's a boy at first because of how she dresses, and they are like, "Well, I guess you're a host now. You have to pay back the debt." And so now she's a host, and they slowly find out throughout that first episode that she's a girl.
Tamaki's the last one to have the little light bulb go off when he sees her like changing.
I love the light bulbs going off. That's the best. I don't think I caught that the first time I watched the show.
Yeah.
So funny.
I love that episode where it's like her in Wonderland and they're all the different Alice in Wonderland characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially the twins. They just kept going behind the pillar and then another one would come out as the Cheshire Cat. And I was like, that's what's up. Okay.
That's literally them for real, though.
For real.
If I had a twin, I'd probably pull that shit.
Right?
Oh my god. Let's get plastic surgery and be twins.
Okay, let me get my knees done so I can be as tall as you.
I'll just cut my legs off. So
Oh my god.
That's commitment.
won't change anything else. I'll just take a few inches off at the heel. That would look so
God.
straight.
Nice. Oof.
Oh my god.
Who's your guys' least favorite character? I
Mm.
know Immunities didn't really have one either, but if you had to choose, it was Haruhi.
Why?
Because he's a pleb. I'm sorry, Immunity.
Ooh.
You're a pleb. You don't know good characters. Haruhi is a treasure and needs to be protected.
He's not even here to defend himself in the shot.
He's gonna watch it, and then he's gonna message me.
He's gonna leave a whole bunch of comments. He's just like,
I'm sorry, Immunity.
It was like hard to find a least favorite character, but I'd probably say, oh God, what's her name at the end? Lady Claire.
Yeah,
yeah,
Lady
I was
Claire.
just gonna say, I hate her.
I hated how much she was just looking through the little eye. What?
Why is she doing that in the shower? What is
I
she
know.
doing? What is she getting out of
I'm
that?
like, what are you looking at?
Yeah. All the tiles.
Me with my glasses, trying to,
Me looking for my glasses.
I don't know if I told you, I was actually late to work like 10 minutes because I couldn't find my glasses. It was great. Loved it.
Oh no.
Had a true
Oh, no.
Jinkies moment.
Jinkies. Oh no. I'm gonna die.
All right. So, what's your least favorite character?
I don't remember her name. She's from the women's club. I hated those episodes.
Yeah. Oh, God, what were they called?
Look it up.
Yeah, I got a page pulled up here. Because I always forget things because my brain don't work quite right.
Oh, no. Can you guys hear the sirens?
No.
No.
Okay, good. good old town that I live in.
Lobelia girls?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Did not care for them. Did not care for them. I do like how none of our least favorite characters were any of the hosts.
Yeah, I just realized that they were all good characters. I mean, that's how I feel. I felt like they were all really good, like individual
Even
personalities.
Maury, who didn't have a whole lot of character development in general.
I love him.
Maury's
I
awesome.
love Maury.
He's up on my list.
Oh god, what was the episode where it was like the mob guy? He wanted to be his apprentice.
Oh yeah.
And Maury just looks over at Tamaki. He's like, yep. No.
I love the episode where Maury and Honey are fighting because you're gonna get a cavity. I hate you. Oh shit! It just ended Maury's world.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They also break the fourth wall so many times in the anime.
So many times.
Good. I love it when shows do that though.
Just like, you didn't say this in the last episode. No, it's like, oh, okay, we're gonna go there.
No, we are gonna go there.
Krista, did you say if you had it? Like a least favorite character?
Yeah, that Claire bitch or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Donut girl, I don't know her
She
name.
just wanted Tamaki to see his mom again.
Oh, she's just being a selfish bitch. If she wanted to see his mom so bad, she could just be like, "Hey, you want to come see your mom?"
Right? You could have said something.
Like, so I don't know, but whatever. It's kind of a fucked up thing to keep from someone. Like, that's so fucked up.
Right?
Yeah.
Their mother.
Yeah,
Jeez.
her, Claire, Lady Claire and the grandmother are just the worst characters.
Obviously. They are. Fuck her. Fuck both them. You can eat it.
So, is there anything that you guys would change about the show? Is there anything you would improve upon if you could?
Another season.
Right? Jesus, finish the show.
That's so stupid that they didn't. But honestly, if I could change anything, it would probably be the 30 minutes that it takes them to fall through the air in that final episode when they jump off.
Oh my god.
That didn't age well. That wasn't like a fine line.
God, damn, I forgot.
I hate it more. Like the idea behind it, cool. The execution, not so much. It was, oh my god. Literally, we were sitting here watching it, and as it was happening, Dylan ran his fingers off my knee and jumped them in the air and held them in the air for as long as they were in the air and just slowly visualized how long they were in the air and then moved his hands when it would splash the water, and I was like, that's really obnoxious. And he was like, yeah, that's how long they were in the air. I want you to see that they're floating. And I was like, I hate this. I can't.
Yeah. Well, I want more because it's Haruhi was she was basically a freshman, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gotta be so much more.
And then Tamaki was asked what do you really want to do? And it never got answered. I'm just I need answers. Do they get together? She wants to be a lawyer? Come on.
Right.
I hope she goes on and marries Kyoya just so it can shake it up a little bit.
But their fathers are going to argue.
Right.
Rich man's battle. I can't relate.
Kyoya's dad got
right?
fucking pimp slapped at the end by Kyoya.
Oh my god.
Ooh, yeah.
Kyoya's just oh, by the way, I'm a fucking badass dad. Fuck you. I don't need your approval.
That's why I like him.
I just bought a goddamn company.
By the way, here's it back in your face.
Boom.
Eat it.
Don't call me. I'll call you. Oh my god. It's such a rich person insult to say to your father. I would say that. That's what he should have said. Write it in.
Call me, I'll call you. Okay. So, as usual with shows that we like, we're blowing through this. So let's do a rating.
We always do.
Let's do a rating, and then let's just start ripping away.
It's because we want to get to the movie. We're going.
We're ready.
So
We're ready to let
Howdy,
it rip.
like a Beyblade.
Let it rip.
I'm so obsessed with that show. I wrote fan fiction about it.
I've never watched that show.
I watched it. I wrote fan fiction. I drew fan art. I had Beyblades. I used to play Beyblade with my friends.
Jesus. I can't argue against you though, because I was like super into Pokemon. I had all that shit.
See,
I had like the
about
actual
Pokemon.
the books, not the visual novels, but the actual like books for it.
Yeah.
And then I was the same with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yes.
Don't hate.
Original Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
I didn't really watch
GX
it.
shit. I was like, done.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch it, but I played the card game.
I wish I was at that point when they started making the little things you could put on your hand, like your hand to like.
Oh my god! Right?
Yeah, I was like, why was that not in my childhood?
Right? Those came out when I was in college, and I was like, I can't get that and not feel ridiculous. I say as I'm sitting in Taco Bell, like playing Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh man!
Watch out for my trap card.
Never gonna age.
Nice.
Oh man.
Ratings. What do we rate the show as? I believe Immunity gave it a solid 7 out of 10 or 8 out of 10. I think it was 7. I will look. Oh, Twitter.
Okay, let me close out these pages. All right, we done with her. Okay.
Ender said that his best friend held a Beyblade tournament for his birthday several years ago, and he placed second. That would have been the best birthday of my life.
Yeah. 8 out of 10 for Immunity. Because it went on a bit longer than he thought it should.
What?
Really? We're like requesting more.
No, give me more. Oh, God.
I still can't believe he thought Haru is annoying.
Yeah, I thought she was great.
I think he's just doing that because he has a he is known for not liking main characters.
Just hates the main character no matter.
Yeah.
Pretty much no matter what. Maybe he just gets sick of the same person for too long. Maybe he likes the variety of life.
Yeah.
The spice of life.
I'm up there with more probably like an 8.5. According to my math, I'm like 8.5, 8.7. Like, it's up there.
12 out of 10.
It's not a solid 9, but it's, I'd say higher than 8.5, somewhere in the middle there.
Yeah. I would say I'd give it an 8. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of personal enjoyment. It was just like, to me, it was like a really good...
There.
Yeah, and I feel like it's one of those shows where you can sit down and it's like you watch it, and it's not like you really need to get into, like a super plot line and like all this dramatic stuff that's going on with the characters. It's like, this is these people's everyday lives. These are the shenanigans that they get into, and it is funny. I love it.
Yeah. There were moments I was able to get up and like go do stuff, and I still hear it, and I was like, I know what's happening.
Exactly.
This is
like, I like
moment.
the dramatic parts of it, but I really like that, it's like a feel-good show, for the most part, when you're watching it. And
I had a realization. You keep joking about I'm Haruhi, but like when she was in the God, what was it? Like an armor? Fucking wardrobe, whatever. And she was like hiding because it was thundering and lightning. I'm like, that is me. I'm actually really scared of lightning and thunder.
Oh no! I'll get you a weighted blanket and I'll wrap you in it like a thunder blanket for puppies, but it'll be for you.
Can it
be
say
a daisy
nervous
blanket? Yeah. I'll make it be like
you guys can sing the song from Ted.
Hug you.
Fuck you, thunder.
Let me think. I mean, with my rating, it's about the same. It's like an 8.5, 8.6, whatever. My only qualm is, like I said, I just want there to be more.
Yeah.
I just want to experience her whole life going to Ouran. It's fine.
Gotta
You
see
get
that.
nothing.
We should do a manga reading of the entire rest of it on the channel. Just kidding.
You know how I feel about reading. Over it.
I
You
say
watched
that
a little
so
bit.
much now because of you. You have no idea.
You were kind of in the stream last night, and
I was.
Kelly's like, "Oh, do you want to do this character?" And I would start reading. I'm like, you know what? It's like I always say, I'm over it.
I love it.
It was a fun stream. But anyways, I think we're all ready to talk about the next thing.
Oh, yeah. All right, everybody. We're going to talk about Night on the Galactic Railroad now.
Fuck yeah, we are. Oh my god, this movie. Okay, some backstory. Something I learned about it not too long ago, like
Came out in 1985.
yes.
That should be said first.
Based off of a book published in 1925 that wasn't 1933 wasn't finished because the author died.
What? That's ironic.
I'm sorry.
Right?
I'm sorry, that was awful.
Based off the fact that his sister died 10 years prior, and he took a train around the countryside and got inspired to write this piece of shit.
I think it's all mutual here.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'll be honest, I could not follow. I got bored.
Right.
I was not into it.
Oh my god.
It was so confusing.
Okay.
Yes.
And they never fucking obviously they talked, but when they did, what was the relevance of anything that they were saying?
Right.
Oh my god, they
Right.
weren't whatever
Right.
was coming out of their mouth, they might as well have just not said anything. It was
There
so
was so many
what was going
metaphors and symbolism that didn't make any sense.
yeah, and I'm all for that. I'll
Usually,
eat that
when
stuff
it makes
up.
sense.
Yeah, but what the concept behind it, if that person was I went on the countryside, I went on this train ride and I want to do this symbolic movie and blah blah blah. The concept of that, and if you present it that way, that sounds awesome.
Right.
Not so much in the execution.
I freaked out about this. So I'm watching it in 10-15 minutes in, I'm like, the cat Giovanni, I'm like, where the fuck is that voice from? And then I started thinking about it. It's Ash. It's Ash Ketchum.
Shut the fuck up.
It's Veronica Taylor, who's the original voice of Ash Ketchum.
Oh
I
my
watched
God.
this in Japanese.
So did I.
Oh, I watched it. I found it. I didn't have. It's on Amazon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched
I don't have it, so I watched it on YouTube, and it was very shitty
I
quality.
didn't even know there was a dub. Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, it's Veronica Taylor, and it just hit me hard. She sounds exactly how she did in Pokemon, because
the irony of it being a character named Giovanni, though, because that's the leader of Team Rocket.
But there were so many moments, I don't know if it was just the voice acting was awful in English. I'm going to go ahead and just put that out there. Oh, but there's so many moments, and it's probably in Japanese too, but it was we'll be together forever. Oh.
No,
there's so many moments when they would talk, and they would just go, oh.
No.
When they had their mouths open in the Japanese version, there was just no noise coming out of their mouths. They were
really?
Yeah, they were just
God.
Looking. Because it was just a silent game. I don't know why they feel the need to dub that stuff in English. What the fuck?
Well, it's on YouTube.
Oh my god.
I feel I was having
to go off of voice wise because they didn't fucking ever talk in the movies.
Yeah, and a lot of for the English part, their mouths would still be moving, but they'd already be finished talking in English. And I was like, oh, this is so stereotypical of an old Japanese English dub.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Opening camera work when it was I don't even know what was going on when the movie first opened up. And it was over that building.
I started messing around on my phone.
And it looked like someone just gave the camera to their drunk uncle on Thanksgiving and they were like, can you just shoot this for me real quick? And he was like, hey, I got it. All right. It's good. But for 30 minutes. It went on for too long as well. Okay. What was I knew that after that I knew what I was getting into.
Yeah. 20 minutes in. It takes 20 minutes for first off a character to speak. 20 minutes.
You can't. Oh my god!
I paused it when they started talking because I was like, okay, this was a long time, and I paused it, and I saw that there was 20 minutes had passed, and I went, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
That's
And I
unreal.
walked away. I watched this movie over the course of this entire day. I would watch half-hour interval, pause it, and go, I have to take a break. And walk
I
away.
literally wanted to do that. I kept checking how long it was like gonna take every 10 minutes. I was like, how fucking long is this movie?
I mean,
How much
when I
longer?
got to 30, and I got halfway through, when they finally got to the railroad, when he finally was like laying down in the field, and then the fucking train showed up, I was I got up and I was like, how fucking far are we already into this movie? And it was 35 minutes in, and I was like, 35 minutes in? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Yeah.
I how much more shit do I have to go through? Oh my god.
Right, and there's like almost no talking between that. There's
It was
all the
just
scenes of him
around.
are walking or running around.
Yeah.
God.
And the facial expressions they have, it's like, you know when you catch your cat staring at you for like 20 minutes and then they just like look away and you're like really confused? That's the fucking facial expression every character has the entire movie.
movie.
The entire time. Like, and he's like being bullied. Does he even care? I can't tell because he's not.
Either. He doesn't have any goddamn emotions. He just stands
The
there.
only time he does anything is when he screams at the end. Yeah. Yeah.
At one point, like, I thought when they started bullying him in the town commons during the festival, and he like looks up at the lights, and all of a sudden the lights get all funky above him. I'm like, okay, maybe he's looking at those through teary eyes, and then it goes back to his face, and he just has that stupid expression, and he's not saying anything, and he's not doing anything, and then it just stays on him with the fucking super dramatic. The music was shit, by the way. I was more offended by the music than anything in this. I was like, here's a generic, boring scene of him running through a field. Let's play the most dramatic fucking shit ever.
He was having an existential crisis the whole fucking time.
The most light-hearted, happy, fucking chill music when his friend is leaving him and he's screaming for his friend and he's upset. I'm like, why? Why do you have it like that? That's fucking stupid.
I felt like I was having a fever dream.
Oh my god,
this movie.
I should have tripped LSD before you watched this.
I was like, the only way I would get this, I need to watch this when I'm like really stoned.
I'm going to. That's a great idea. I'm going to submit this entire movie. You said it was on YouTube. I'm posting the fucking link to the LSD subreddit because they'll have a great time with this.
Oh, you're going to enjoy it even more with like Ash Ketchum's voice. Like, it's
Jesus.
It just adds a little extra.
Like, I'm sorry, Immunity. Did you watch this movie? Because you gave it a 7 out of 10. I don't know how you did that, bud.
That's the general rating for it.
I know. I don't get it. Is it because I'm not old enough? Is it because I'm not old enough to get these old fucking Christian concepts? Because there was a lot of Christianity shit in there.
This was a Christian cat movie. This was
no
cat having an existential crisis for an hour and 45 minutes. That's what this was.
It's so forceful about being Christian, and I'm like, I'm not into it.
Right,
I can't.
Right.
Like, I was heavily Protestant for almost my entire life. I've converted to something else now that's not Christian. But like, even I was like, enough. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, and I don't get offended by Christian stuff ever. And I was like, dude, come on. Like, I went to Christian camp and I thought this was too much.
One of the stops was a cross, and then there was
another fucking
cornfield, and then there.
But when you get to heaven, it's not just heaven. It's
yeah.
Yes.
That was human heaven, by the way. And, like, the whole movie. Okay, Ender. The whole movie is cats until randomly the Titanic shows up and all these people start boarding humans, and everyone's like, "Oh, hi, humans."
For no fucking reason.
Coming off the Titanic.
Why the Titanic, you ask?
Who knows?
Who knows? I'm pretty sure I know why. Because the whole thing was about him having a fucking... I don't even know if it was like a dream or whatever, but like he was connected to some kind of universal dream world where he realized his friend fucking died, and that was it. It was literally just a movie about drowning, which is why the Titanic was involved, which makes kind of sense if you're fucking stretching that far, but literally it's just cats, and then out of nowhere... It's the fucking Titanic. I want to set the setting up for you. I want to set this up for you. It is literally just, all right, here's cats, boring cats, not talking. All right, now here's all this crazy fucking sci-fi Christian shit. By the way, Titanic and human beings. Where are we going with this? I don't even understand what's happening. It was so fucking crazy. Oh my god, I still feel like I feel like I'm stuck in a fever dream still.
No, other way
Well, and,
around.
like-
It's about a bunch of cats, and then all of a sudden humans show up, and
also there are
there's no
different
reason for them to be
stops.
there.
What the fuck does that mean?
I know.
Like, are there
don't-
different levels they're trying to force on us of
I
heaven?
think
Like,
they were going to
think
like
so.
different parts, like different star systems, because
Right.
they went to like Scorpio, and then I think they went to whatever and fucking stuff like that.
I don't
No, I
understand
think
the
they were going to
cornfield.
like
The cornfield threw me for a loop. I'm like, what the fuck's the cornfield?
that was some lazy
Why
ass
is that-
animation.
why is
That
that
shit
guy
pissed me off
running
so
off?
bad.
Why is there suddenly a guy running through a field catching birds and turning them into candy?
And then just plucking their legs off, and then
Yeah. The fuck?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I dazed out so hard, I don't even remember that part.
Dude, it was a fucking trip. Let me tell you something. Have a couple drinks tonight and watch this movie over, but start halfway through. This was
I
All
fucking-
Cats Go to Heaven, the movie. Just, you know.
Oh my
I got
God,
so
except-
bored. I got
And
so
also-
bored with it.
I like how, was it halfway through the movie or whatever? He's like, oh, my mom.
Yeah.
Oh, your mom? She's fucking sick in bed, probably gonna die, right? Lonely, distraught by your father leaving. By the way, we never talk about where the fucking dad is again. Thought that was gonna be the whole point of this.
Oh,
Nope.
that's funny. Okay,
And
that's
then,
another
and then
thing.
he's like, "Oh, I'll be back in an hour and a half." Then he not only goes to a festival, he fucking walks around for like 5 hours, and then he gets on a train through the galaxy, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, I said I was gonna go get milk." What? Is this
Okay.
where everyone goes when they say they're
Once-
going to the store to get milk and they never come back? Is this what happens?
Oh my God.
Galactic Railroad.
Once
That's where my dad went. Oh, okay.
I just like threw my hands in the air, just upset, just like could not do this anymore at the end. When he gets down to the river and his friend's dad's there, and they're trying to find his friend who's drowned in the river. And he goes, "Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. Is your dad back yet?" Like, your
So
son's dead
fucking
in the river, and you are just like, whatever, shit happens.
It's been 45 minutes.
Yeah.
We should stop. Who cares?
Right? Who's not going? Oh, we're cats. We can't go near the water. Was that the whole reason they were cats, by the way, is because fucking drowning? They had to be
Right.
cats? Like, really, man? This literally seemed like a children's book. But like, you know, like when it's like for like toddlers, you know, when it's like, oh, you know, we're going through the forest and there's like no context. They don't like give you like a huge backstory or whatever. I feel like this was that, and they were like, let's make it a movie, but then they didn't give any more context than what would have just been given to a toddler. Like, they didn't give anyone, you know, any deeper meaning. It was just like, all right, we're here now, and now we're here, and now we're here, and now it's over. Cool. Did you have fun? Nope, I didn't. I did not have fun.
I literally kept checking the whole time, like, okay, how much is left?
Yes.
Oh my
How much more misery do I have to
At
suffer?
one point, I paused it, and there was 20 minutes left, and I went, "What are they going to do for 20 more minutes? How are they going to resolve this in 20
Are
minutes?
they gonna keep sitting
you
on
They're
the
gonna
train?
save people from Pompeii, probably. Who fucking knows, man?
We're gonna be friends forever. We'll be together forever.
Runs away.
I have so many notes in my phone about the Titanic. I was so upset about it. Oh my God.
I can honestly say I would rather watch like Cabaneri and Vatican Examiners again before I watch this movie.
I would rather watch both of those series
At
back
the same
to back.
time. No, at the same time. Two
Oh,
screens
no.
up, going on.
Oh my
I
God.
would rather watch that
Real hell?
bullshit, have that just strapped to my face, than watch this fucking movie again.
I had
I'm
such
sorry,
high hopes
Amelia,
for this
was,
movie.
Me too, and it was so bad.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to watch this for a really long time, and I was so excited when Immunity picked it, and like, right, he's the one that picked it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and I was so excited when he picked it. Nope. Isn't it, man?
This is a disappointment. I'm sorry to anyone who ever is just like, this movie's great. No.
Not, man.
I strongly disagree.
And also, wait, hold on. I'm thinking of things. What was up with that one scene? Because they don't ever address it again. They don't address anything in this movie.
No
But
shit.
like when they're driving past that one, and there's like the big field, and there's the house, and they see that boy who's obviously just Giovanni.
Yeah.
What
the
why
fuck?
the fuck is that shit? What is
And
that?
the
What
little
is
girl's
that?
like,
Is that
"I
your
know
life
who
flashing
that
before your
is.
eyes?
I know that
Yeah.
boy. We all know
Yeah,
that
what-
boy. What?
I don't understand. Also, why are their names fucking Giovanni and Champanella or whatever his name is? Why are they
It was
crazy
a very
Italian names?
Italian theme there, yeah. The whole
Yeah,
movie had a
like
very Italian theme.
was the guy who wrote it Italian? That
I
would
think
probably
so.
make
I
sense.
think
Okay,
he-
that makes
yeah.
more sense. But like, what? Oh man, it was a trip. It was a trip. This is something that you could put on the background on mute if you had like a party going on. That is the only time you should be playing this movie. Just so people can be
I
like,
would
what the
not
fuck are you
subject-
playing?
I would not subject any party goers of mine to that movie.
I would totally do that. It's just like a little background
Everyone would
video.
be like, "What the fuck's going on?" I'm like, "Don't
Exactly.
worry about it."
I don't know either.
No one
I
does.
still don't know. Yeah.
No one does. It's just common for people who think they're good and better than everyone to fucking think.
You had to be on that train, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't understand why people were randomly people still.
Right?
Like, why didn't they just make the Titanic people cats? Were they like, this is going to be too disrespectful if we make them cats?
No,
Did you not have the forethought to think maybe putting the Titanic in there at all was probably not the best choice?
Yeah.
I guess
this was shit.
when
This
did the
movie was
Titanic
shit.
sink? When did the Titanic sink?
Oh god.
There's
There's
no
also
time to do a timeline.
part-
I wouldn't even bother with a timeline because they were jumping through time.
There was also that point where it was the part with the Titanic, and I guess it was the character of like Kaoru, even though no one introduced themselves. And the I guess he was like a big brother or something. I don't know. He's just like, I just knew it would work.
The tutor,
Yeah, he's like, we just decided, we have to be together. I'm like, you didn't even try.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
I was like, the whole time, I'm like, this dude is a piece of shit. He was like talking about how selfish he is. Like, well, maybe this is what God really wants, is me to not let them escape.
Like,
Motherfucker, you were just scared to die alone.
Crazy.
You
I
should
just want to
save
keep them
them.
together.
He had
Oh,
an
maybe they
opportunity
should
to
just
save
be
those
near
kids,
me,
and
the
he didn't do
psychopath.
it.
I saw these people saving these children and throwing them overboard, but I was like, nah.
You're
Like, at least throw an
fucking-
attempt out. Like yeet the kid out there.
You're right.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
I don't
Yeah,
want
I
to
see
dive
all
on
these-
I'm not gonna
myself.
save these kids. They're gonna drown with me. Haha.
Yeah, it's not my job. It's
All
not
these
like it's
fathers-
literally my job.
All these fathers standing here crying silently while the mothers and children scream. I'm going to keep them here.
I'm just gonna leave them right here.
We're all gonna
Everybody, look
stick
how
together.
strong
It's
I
my
am.
duty to protect these kids. The father would want me to protect them.
I can't even.
You're
what
not
kind
protecting
of
them,
psycho,
you psycho fucking
Yeah.
crazy motherfucker. Jesus
What
Christ.
kind of fucking
I was
psycho
upset.
mindset do you have to think anything like what that person was thinking? I don't even understand the concept of it.
Like, the greatest sacrifice would have been to at least try to save them.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, I I thought it would be best for them to go together and with God. What the fuck are you? What?
Yeah, he's like, at least they're going to heaven. I might not go to heaven, but at least they're going to heaven. Like, the fuck?
You have no idea what's gonna happen. Stop it. You do your job.
Right?
Give
As
them
an
some-
adult. Like, oh my god. It's just so upsetting. Just unbelievable. And like that whole thing with the scorpion, when they were like, the scorpion was really upset because he realized that he just like fucked himself and he couldn't help something else live. I would not be like, man, I'm really sad that I killed myself and I couldn't feed that panther that was trying to get me. I wouldn't feel bad about that. I would be like, well, I guess I'm just gonna die not violently, which is better. Like,
Yeah.
So weird. Like, I understand the concept of being like, I want to be helpful to the universe no matter what that means for me, which is a really nice idea.
Poor
But that's
execution.
a little much. Yeah, that's
Poor execution.
much.
Yep.
Oh my god. Literally. Ba-doom-ts.
Oh my god. Oh.
So, I'm scared to say what's our ratings? The movie was a 7.
A 10 out of 10, obviously. Oh my god.
Hmm.
It's
Hey
for
guys, if we
all
have-
ages. It's G for all ages. I would not show this to somebody who is young.
Guys, do we have a favorite character?
Oh yeah, we should probably do a favorite
Anyone's
character.
name?
Immunity
None.
picked Kaoru, which is the little human girl.
My favorite character was the glass of milk that he never fucking got for his mom.
Nice.
My favorite character was his dad that left. He had the right idea.
He had the right idea.
My least favorite character, all.
Oh.
Especially Giovanni.
Yeah.
My favorite character was his sister that never showed up. That was never on screen. She was just there. She had just made everything pretty in the house before he showed up.
I didn't even catch that.
Yeah, that was his sister that did that. Made it super everything.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
4,747 people reviewed this and gave it a 7.32 out of 10.
Jesus
Christ.
I would give it like, oh man, I gotta go. Give me a second. I gotta go through this shit. Animation, personal. No.
You don't need to think about all that. Just what does your heart tell you?
Like 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would not watch again. Do not recommend.
Horrible. 2.
There's gonna be someone who loves it. It's gonna come after us.
Oh yeah, they're gonna like hunt us down and dox us. Down.
You have to dox 3 different addresses. Good luck.
Ender says, I'm a pull on immunity and say my favorite character was the end credits.
Oh my god.
Same though.
No, the end credits were just as bad, Delta. Just trust me.
God.
He said this whole movie sounds like the results of what happens when you throw a bunch of writers that hate each other into a room for 5 hours and told them make an anime go.
Yeah.
Or just like a whole bunch of angsty, try-hard teenagers.
There has to be cats.
Wait, did Raven? What's her name? Raven write this?
Ebony Darkness Dementia Ravenway.
Yeah.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe she could write a better story than this.
Yeah, maybe.
So.
That's an insult. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not.
I don't know what her real name is. It's like, I don't even know. I don't know. But it's theorized. Like Christy something or whatever. I don't even know. This was probably worse than My Immortal. I don't know. Maybe not. That might be saying too much. But it was not good.
Yeah.
It was the animation wasn't good, but visually, like what they were showing me, it didn't make any sense, but it looked cool.
Right.
Like I will give it
turning
that.
Into
apples.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like and then just like the weird things, and I thought it looked really neat, but it was
voice acting for English was trash.
There wasn't really much for them to say in Japanese, so
I still recommend you watch it in English. It's a trip.
Probably a good time. So bad it's good. It adds to it. It probably makes it more interesting.
Telling that wrong.
Less likely to fall asleep. All right, well, thanks for hanging out, Ender.
No. Yeah. Well, we still need to do our picks.
Oh yeah, we gotta do our picks. Duh. All right. Well, I am picking the anime, and hold on, I have to pull it up the name in English because I have the Japanese name pulled up, and it's like, and that's too much. So, all right, we're gonna watch for the month of November. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's one of those overpowered animes.
Really?
I'm fond of those.
It was one of it was something that was recommended to me, and it came out like this year or last year into this year or something like that, and I was like, all right, let's do it.
I know a little bit about it. I know it's like One Punch Man, Overlord, a bunch of these newer animes that are these characters that are fucking, they get reincarnated as a slime or whatever, but they're super fucking powerful still. How to Not Summon a Demon Lord. That's apparently one where someone is super fucking powerful.
I love it.
I love
I'm
those
excited.
anime.
I can't wait for us to watch it.
What's that?
What was it called? One more time.
That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
I'm glad Google pulled that up. I was like, I'm not typing all that out. Okay.
Or Tensei Shitara Slime Data Ken.
Still feels just as long. Thank you.
I just figured it would be easier for me to tell you in Japanese.
Dead ass and dead ass.
What's the movie we're going to be watching?
Well, I have a sheet here that has 4 different anime movies on it.
Oh.
Part of me wants to go like my old 90s edge cringe, Mobile Suit Gundam, Endless Waltz.
Ooh.
Thinking it. But I don't know, I'm leaning towards a new movie that came out like 2 months ago on Crunchyroll called Black Fox.
Let's do that.
It looks really fluid. I haven't really seen... I saw like 5 minutes of it, realized it was a movie and not a show, and stopped watching it. And was like, I'll save this for a movie pick. So it looks pretty good.
95% like this movie. Ooh.
Spent her life training in the way of the ninja. I'm in for this.
Right?
Yeah. It looks like is it just like a superhero show?
I don't know. I only caught the first couple minutes of it, and
Private Detective. Well, I'm not gonna read anything else. I don't like spoilers. I'm into this. Let's watch this.
All right,
This has a lower rating than Night of the Galactic Railroad,
We're gonna change
bet you it's fucking better.
So, anime show we're watching. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. Bam. Movie Black Fox. It's on Crunchyroll. Immunity, if you're listening to this and you can't find it because you don't have Crunchyroll, hit me up. I'll just give you my... I'll tell you how to do it.
I think you can watch Crunchyroll stuff with ads.
On Google Chrome.
Yeah,
you should be able to on a couple of things. So there you go.
Yeah.
Anyone else who wants to watch it? What do we want to pick a date for November? Do we want to do the 29th?
We really should. Okay.
Hold on. Wait, no, is that Black Friday?
Hold on.
It's the day after Thanksgiving, which is the 25th.
No, Thanksgiving's on Thursday.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm thinking I have so much work to do, like, at my job. I'm just like,
oh. It is Black Friday.
Okay.
Black Fox, Delta.
Oh!
Ooh. Oh, no, we kind of got to do it on Black Friday.
I'm just waiting until that Cyber Monday. I don't care.
Yeah.
I might go. I don't know if I'm going to, because we want to get a Switch.
So
and I don't know if I'm going to do... Hey! That's exactly what we're getting! Yeah. We have to play together!
Which one are you getting? Which one are you getting?
Hey, same.
We're all going to play. Oh my god, guys. Yes! Okay, so I don't know if we're going to go like out Black Friday or if we're going to do Cyber Monday for it. Okay, we have to go out Black Friday. It doesn't matter. So do you guys want to... And we're doing Cyber Monday. So do you guys want to do the 29th or do we want to do a different day? Because we can, like, do the week earlier, or we can go a week later into December if you really want to.
I mean, wouldn't Black Friday stuff be done, like, super early in the morning?
Yeah.
So, probably 29th be fine, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So, let's do November 29th then. And same time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
9 p.m. Central.
Yes. I don't know. I always forget what the Central and like.
I always have to look it up. I'm not going to lie.
It's an hour behind, and I know that, but I always
7 p.m. PST.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, so speaking of Pokemon, which one are you guys getting?
That's up for debate right now.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting to see what the version exclusive for Shield is.
Yeah, I want to know what the difference is. And
I
what
know
you
the
get
version exclusive for Sword, which is Farfetch'd Evolved Form, which is pretty makes me want Surfetch'd. Oh, fucking mint.
I mean, I'm getting the dual pack, so yeah, I'm getting the dual pack. So either way, me or my boyfriend go, we're gonna have both.
Nice.
That's awesome. We were like, we should get both, and we're like, maybe that's not smart. Let's not do that.
It's my Christmas gift to him, so I was like, there you go.
It's our family gift to all of us is the Switch and Pokemon. And my kid wants Shield, and I'm like, this is not a Shield unless they have a really good Shield exclusive. This is not a Shield family, son. We need that Farfetch'd Evolved Form.
Wait, Mark, you have
Son, this isn't a Shield
family. No, we're getting a Switch and Pokemon.
Oh, I was about to be like, what the fuck? Why haven't you friended me?
No, I'm getting a Switch.
Yeah, we both got to get Switches, but when we do, no, all three of us are playing Pokemon.
Galarian Ponyta is the Shield exclusive? Why?
Well, that's...
It should have been a shield Pokemon. Like, you should have given Skarmory a fucking
that's
shield
dumb.
version. What the fuck?
That's silly.
This just becomes like a podcast about the new
I know.
Pokemon that
Right.
hasn't even come out yet.
Yeah, we're off topic. We're gonna watch That Time Reincarnated as a Slime and fucking Black Fox on the 29th of November. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for joining us, everyone.
And we will see you again soon.
Bye.
All right, guys.
Tell your friends.
Bye.
Don't watch the Galactic Train movie.
Don't do it.
Do it anyways. Do it on acid. Do it on acid.
Bye.
Bye.